Hello everyone, how are you all? Doing good, is it? Fine. And today I am here with one more interesting fundamental topic of chemistry, that is called the mole concept. Yes, and this mole concept you have been studying right from class 9 onwards, whatever may be the syllabus, ICSE, CBSE or state, whatever. Class 9 you have studied, and again it gets repeated in class 11 and 12, and we will use more things about the mole concept in class 11 and 12, and it is important for competitive exams also, like JEE mains and NEET, right? Fine. So today let us discuss about few basic aspects about the mole concept. I am going to tell you what is the mole is and how we are using the mole, why we have to consider the mole, and few application part of the mole concept I am dealing here. That is some numericals we will solve. Okay, so before we go to the mole concept and before we go for knowing what do you mean by a mole, let us see something. Okay, let us connect with the real life examples. See what I have got for you. See, I have a bunch of bananas on a plate, and if I tell you to count how many bananas are there, you can count it and say, I have taken 12 bananas actually. So instead of saying 12 bananas, I can use a term called dozen. Is it? Right? So dozen, what do you mean by a dozen? Dozen, one dozen. One dozen is equal to 12 items, right? Items can be anything. Items can be bananas, apples, strawberries or whatever it is. Okay. So dozen is a term which is used to represent a set of 12 items. A collection of 12 items. Right? Fine. And now I have got one more item for you. See. I took few chalk pieces in a beaker, and if I tell you to count how many chalk pieces are there, it's difficult for you to count. And I'll tell you, I have taken 20 chalk pieces here. Okay, I took 20 chalk pieces in a beaker. So instead of saying 20 chalk pieces, I can use a term called score. Is it? Score. One score means what? One score means 20 items. Collection of 20 items is called one score. So I can say I have one score of chalk pieces in this beaker. Is it? Fine. And now I will get one more item which is very much interesting. See what is the item I have got here? 50 ml of water I got. I got some water in a beaker. And if I ask you to count how many molecules of water is there in this beaker, what is the answer that you can give? Understood the question? I am asking you how many water molecules are there here. Similarly, I asked you how many bananas were there on a plate and how many chalk pieces were there in a beaker. I am asking you how many water molecules are there in this beaker. So how do you tell how many molecules? Can you give an answer like 1 dozen of water molecules or 1 score of water molecules? Never, right? You would be having crores and crores of water molecules in this beaker. And the water molecules are so small, you cannot count. You cannot even see with your naked eye. Right? Then how do you say? How do you say that how many water molecules are there? So in our chemistry, we deal with the smaller items. The items which cannot be seen with our naked eye. Right? And to represent these items, these smaller items, we want one term. We want one term just like a dozen score. Right? Say to represent these smaller items like atoms and molecules, I can't use a term like dozen, score and all. Yes, I can't tell 12 molecules are there or 20 molecules are there. Right? I want one bigger number to represent because the item is very small and it is present in lakhs together. So in that case, to represent them, okay, and to define their collection, I want one big term and the big number, right? The term I use it here is mole. The term I use it here is mole. So mole is just a term. Mole is just a term, just like your dozen, score. Okay, and what do you mean by a mole? Say 1 dozen means 12 items, 1 score means 20 items. Similarly, 1 mole is how many items? 1 mole is these many items. See, this is that big number that we have considered in chemistry to represent, to talk about the number of atoms or molecules. Okay, so why we have taken such a big number? It is just because we are dealing with the small items which are there in lakhs together. That's why to represent them, to call their collection, I want one term that should have a very big number. Yes, so that's why this much big number we have considered in chemistry. Okay, and this particular number only we will call it as a mole. Okay, fine. So 1 mole is equal to these many items. So you can imagine the number, how big it is, right? And why did scientists have considered particularly this number as a mole? Why can't the other number? Why specifically this number they have considered? Okay, where did this number come from? How did this number come from? Why do we use only this number, not the other number? Relating to this, I have made one more video. You can watch that video later. Clear? Fine. And now, this big number, every time to write this big number is inconvenient, right? So make it short. So how can you write this number in short? Just use the scientific notation, guys. See, this point, whatever the point is there here, I'll bring it here and I'll keep it here, right? So what I can write? 6.022 into 10 to the power of, how many digits before I kept the point? Almost around, these are 20 zeros, 21, 22, 23. Yes, before 23 digits, I have brought a decimal point towards the left side. So I can write 10 to the power of 23. Okay, so this is what 1 mole means. Clear, everyone? So 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 items, we will call it as 1 mole. 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 items. And your items can be anything. In chemistry, what is our item? Atom, molecule, ion or electrons, right? So these are our items. Okay. And 1 mole of bananas. Now you can tell me, what do you mean by 1 mole of bananas? Yeah, it is 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 bananas. Items can be anything, right? But in our chemistry, we use atoms and molecules as items, that's it. So if I ask you, 1 mole of strawberries means how much? 1 mole of strawberries. How much? It is 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 strawberries. Okay. Say I want 1 mole of 100 rupees. So how much? 6.022 into 10 to the power of 2300 rupees. Got to know? So this is what the meaning of a mole. So mole is just a number, guys. Okay. Leave everything from your mind and just stick to one concept. Mole is just a number. That's it. Just like 1 dozen means 12 and 1 score means 20. No. So mole is just a number. So mole means what? These many items. Collection of these many items. It's a huge number. Clear? So why do we use this huge number? Because we deal it with the smaller items like atoms, molecules and all. So to represent them, we want a bigger number. So we consider a mole. Fine? Okay. And now, just let us connect to a chemistry. Say, whenever I say 1 mole of atoms, what is the meaning? These meanings you must know, guys. This is very much basic aspect. Okay. So, what do you mean by 1 mole of atoms? It is 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. Okay. Say, when I say 1 mole of water molecules, 1 mole of water molecules is how much? Yeah, 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 water molecules. Okay, so this is how you should connect. Clear, everybody? So the meaning, 1 mole meaning is very important to understand here. Okay, fine. And now, we have certain formulas for the mole. Okay, in chemistry how they ask a question is they'll give a mole and they'll ask you the mass. Say for example, I'll ask the question. Say whenever I just asked you before only, I asked you like how many molecules of water are there in this beaker. We can calculate with the help of a mole actually. I'll show it later. Okay, so this is how questions can be asked. Say we have 50 ml of water. How many water molecules are there? Or how many oxygen atoms are there? Or how many hydrogen atoms are there? Or how many moles are there? Once you know the moles, you can able to calculate all these things. Okay, so that's why mole is used for the calculations of such type. Okay, like how many molecules of water are there, how many atoms of oxygen are there, you know, such questions can be asked based on a mole. Okay, and to calculate them we have certain formulas. There are certain basic formulas about the mole, and before we discuss the formulas of mole, let us go for the basic concepts. 3 concepts are there. Okay, 3 important definitions and the 3 terms we have in chemistry. You should understand their meaning. Then only you can understand the formulas that I will give you to calculate the moles. Okay, fine. And the first definition that you have to understand is about atomic mass. Atomic mass. And the second definition is about molecular mass. Molecular mass. And the third important term, okay, that is very much essential to understand the mole concept is molar mass. Molar mass. Okay, and here molar mass is of 2 types. Okay, one is gram atomic mass. Gram atomic mass, and the other one is gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass. Okay, see here, this is just atomic mass, but this is gram atomic mass, which we will call it as molar mass. And this is just a molecular mass, but this is gram molecular mass, which can also be called as molar mass. Clear? There is a difference between this and this and this. Remember this. Okay? Okay, now we are going to learn the definitions, their meanings. Okay? Fine. First one, atomic mass. So what do you mean by the atomic mass? Mass of one atom of an element is called atomic mass. Listen carefully. See, atomic mass in the sense, mass of one atom of an element. One atom of an element. You have many elements in our nature. Yes or no? Hydrogen, oxygen, sodium, magnesium, many elements. Each element, a piece of element may contain lakhs and lakhs of atoms. Is it? Right? So, one atom's mass we will call it as atomic mass. Okay? And then how do you calculate the atomic mass? Don't worry. Scientists have already calculated the atomic mass and experimentally they have determined also, and they have placed it in our periodic table. They have mentioned it in our periodic table also. Say every element that is there in your periodic table, atomic mass is mentioned, atomic number is also mentioned. But still I will give one basic idea about atomic mass. Okay. So you all know what do you mean by atom, right? Atom will have a nucleus at the center and you have many shells where electrons keep revolving. Okay, fine. And what does our nucleus contain? Nucleus contains protons and neutrons. Okay. The mass of an atom depends on the mass of a nucleus. Clear everybody? Mass of an atom depends on the mass of a nucleus. So what is our nucleus? Is having neutrons and protons. So number of protons and number of neutrons together makes atomic mass. This is how we can calculate atomic mass. Okay. Say for example carbon is there. Element carbon is there. Okay. And our carbon has 6 protons and 6 neutrons. So what is the atomic mass of carbon? Atomic mass of carbon is 12. Okay. Atomic mass in the sense, remember, mass of one atom. So here, example if you want, I will tell you mass of one atom of carbon is how much, guys? Just now we have calculated, it is 12. And there is a unit for atomic mass, we will call it as U. U means unified mass, or U can be called as AMU also, atomic mass unit. Okay, fine. So this is just a unit for atomic mass, that's it. Got it, everybody? So similarly, if I ask you a question, what is the mass of one oxygen atom? Okay, what is the mass of one oxygen atom? Mass of one oxygen atom is how much, guys? Okay, it is 16U. Anyway, it has been calculated like this only, number of protons plus number of neutrons. It is atomic masses are mentioned in our periodic table. You should remember them. This is very important. At least for some famous elements like oxygen, nitrogen, magnesium, iron, silver. Okay. So these are common elements and famous questions involve these elements normally. Okay. So at least their atomic masses you should remember. But try to know the definition. Always keep it in a mind that atomic mass of an element is nothing but mass of one atom only. Okay, one atom's mass we will call it as atomic mass. Okay, so mass of one atom of carbon is 12U. Atomic mass of oxygen, that is nothing but mass of one oxygen atom is 16U. Okay, so this is what we will call it as atomic mass. And coming to the concept molecular mass. So what do you mean by molecular mass? Mass of one molecule. What is a molecular mass? Mass of, see I am talking about molecular mass. Mass of one molecule is called molecular mass. Okay. Say for example, what do you mean by a molecule? Group of atoms. Okay. So atoms of different element will combine to form a molecule. Say for example, I have H2O. H2O is a molecule and this H2O is made up of hydrogen atom and oxygen atom. So what is its mass? How do you calculate its mass? You know, its mass is always calculated by doing sum of atomic masses of elements present in a molecule. How do you calculate molecular mass, guys? Sum of atomic masses. Sum of atomic masses of all atoms present in a molecule. Present in a molecule. Okay. So this is how you can calculate molecular mass. So now let us calculate for water. Let us calculate for water. Water has how many elements, guys? 2 elements. Okay. And you have 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atoms. So what is the atomic mass of hydrogen? 1. How many number of hydrogens are there? 2. So 1 into 2 plus atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So when you add, you will be getting 18. The unit here is U. Again, U is the unit for molecular mass. Clear, everybody? See, mass of one molecule, not too many molecules. Okay, mass of one molecule we will call it as molecular mass, and this is how we can calculate the molecular mass. Okay, in that particular molecule, how many ever atoms are there? Their atomic masses you should go on adding. Then you will get mass of one molecule. Okay, and for the both the cases, what is the unit, guys? U only. Okay, you can call it as U or you can call it as AMU also. Fine. And this is what the idea about atomic mass and molecular mass. Okay, and now I will go for the very important term molar mass. Okay, so what do you mean by molar mass? Mass of 1 mole of an atom. You know what do you mean by 1 mole? 1 mole in the sense these many items, yes or no? 1 mole in the sense these many items. Items can be atoms or molecules here. Okay. So mass of, see, gram atomic mass in the sense mass mean by gram molecular mass? Mass of 1 mole of molecules. Mass of 1 mole of molecules is called gram molecular mass. You see the difference, no? You have lots of difference between atomic mass and gram atomic mass. Is it? Atomic mass means what? Mass of just one atom. What do you mean by gram atomic mass? Mass of 1 mole of an atom. 1 mole is how much? 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. So mass of 6.022 into 23 atoms is called gram atomic mass. Got to know the difference? This is just mass of one atom and this is the collection of the mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. Got to know? So that is called gram atomic mass. And similarly, molecular mass means what? Mass of just one molecule. And what is gram molecular mass? Mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. Clear? So you have lots of difference between atomic mass and gram atomic mass and molecular mass and gram molecular mass. Clear everybody? And now if I ask you a question. What is the gram atomic mass of oxygen? Gram atomic mass of oxygen. What is the meaning, guys? Meaning you must know here. What I asked you the question here? Mass of or just gram atomic mass of oxygen. Oxygen is how much? So what is the meaning? I am actually asking you mass of 1 mole of oxygen atoms. This is what the question I am asking you. Again, mass of 1 mole of oxygen means what? Mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 oxygen atoms. Mass I am asking you. Got to know the in-depth meanings, guys? Okay, so I am actually asking you, see, what do you mean by gram atomic mass of oxygen? The meaning is mass of 1 mole of oxygen that I am asking you. Again, 1 mole of oxygen means what? Mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 oxygen atoms. Mass I am asking you. So how much is the answer? How much is the answer? Interestingly, surprisingly, here the answer is 16 grams. See, mass of one atom of oxygen is 16U, but mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms is also 16. But what is the unit? Grams. Digit is same. But the unit is different. There is lot of difference between U and G, guys. Okay, and how come the digit is same, unit is different? The same digit why we are using for both gram atomic mass and atomic mass, all these details also I will let you know in the next video. Clear everybody? Remember this. Interestingly, mass of one atom of oxygen is 16. Mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 oxygen atoms is also 16 only, digit wise, practically speaking. But you have to concentrate on the units. Here the unit is U. Here the unit is G. Okay. So it is in grams. It is in U. Okay. Clear everybody? So this is what the important aspect that you have to remember. Okay. And similarly, if I ask you a question. What is the mass of 1 mole of water molecules? Water molecules. Listen to the question. Mass of 1 mole of water molecules I have given you. That means what? What is the meaning? The meaning of this is I am actually asking you mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 water molecules mass I am asking you. And what is the answer? What was the molecular mass of water? Just now we calculated, no, 18U. Answer is 18. Digit wise remains same as molecular mass. Okay. But what is the unit? There you have given 18U. But here I will write it as 18 grams. You know, digit remains same. Molecular mass of water, gram molecular mass of water, both digit wise it is same only, but the unit has a difference. Okay, meanings are entirely different. Yes, meanings are entirely different. So what do you mean by molecular mass of, just molecular mass of water? Mass of just one molecule of water. And what do you mean by gram molecular mass of water? Mass of 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules mass. Digit is same. Okay, but the unit is different. And for the molar masses, we are using gram as a digit, and for normal atomic mass and molecular mass, we will use U as a unit. Digit remains same, guys. Okay, so this is the basic idea you should have in your mind. This is the difference you must know between atomic mass and gram atomic mass, molecular mass and gram molecular mass. Okay, so these terms, using these terms, we are giving certain formulas to calculate the moles. Okay, let us see the formulas now. See, these are the 4 important formulas that you can use during calculations of mole. See, they'll ask you, they'll give a mass, they'll ask you mole. You know, they'll give moles, they'll ask you mass, volume, they may ask you the number of molecules. Just I have asked you, number of molecules present in that 50 ml of water. No? Say, if you can remember these 4 formulas, the basic formulas, you can easily calculate any question that can come on the mole. Yeah. See, the formula number 1. When some known mass is given about element or molecule, whatever it is, how do you calculate number of moles? Is using this formula. Number of moles of atoms is equal to mass given. It will be given in a question, divided by gram atomic mass. You all know the gram atomic mass. Gram atomic mass in the sense atomic mass only. Whatever digit you have for atomic mass, that only, but the unit will be grams here. Digit will remain same as normal atomic mass, which is mentioned in the periodic table. Okay, fine. And the second formula, if you want to calculate number of moles of molecules present in a particular amount, this is what the formula we use. Mass given, it will be there in the question, divided by gram molecular mass. Okay, next one. For a particular gas at STP is given and they are asking you to calculate number of moles present in that. Then we will use this formula. Volume given divided by 22.4. What is this 22.4? It is called molar volume. It is called molar volume. That means 1 mole of gas can occupy this much volume, 22.4 liters, this much volume at STP. STP in the sense? STP in the sense standard temperature and pressure. How much is the standard temperature? 273 Kelvin. Standard pressure is 1 atm. Okay. When the temperature is this much and when the pressure is this much, 1 mole of a gas can occupy this much volume. So such a volume we will call it as a molar volume. Okay. And what is the value of molar volume? 22.4 liters. Okay. Fine. And if they have given number of atoms or molecules in a question and they are asking you to calculate number of moles, then you can go for this formula. Number of particles. Particles may be atoms or molecules divided by Na. Na is called as Avogadro's number. What do you mean by Na? Avogadro number. Avogadro number is nothing but this only. 1 mole. Whatever number we are representing, that number we can also call it as Avogadro's number. Okay, it is represented with a letter Na. Fine. Okay, so now we will use this formula. Until and unless you go with the examples, you don't understand clearly. So let us go with the example. I'll be dealing each example relating to the formulas. Okay. And the first question you can see here. How many moles are present in 23 grams of sodium? See, you have 23 grams of sodium with you, and how many moles of atoms are there in 23 grams of sodium? That is the question. Okay. And what is the formula you will use here? Yes, you can use this Number of moles of atoms you want to find out. So what is the formula? This is what you can use, mass given divided by gram atomic mass. Okay. So what is the mass given? This is the mass. In this mass, how many moles are there? That is what the question, no? So it is 23 divided by sodium's gram atomic mass. Okay, gram atomic mass in the sense atomic mass digit only. What is the atomic mass of sodium? 23, which is mentioned in a periodic table. You should remember some famous elements atomic mass. Otherwise, you can't use them. Okay, so atomic mass, that is gram atomic mass of sodium, is also 23. So how many moles are present? 1 mole. Okay, so remember guys, 1 mole in the sense, it's an element's gram atomic mass itself, we will call it as 1 mole. Yes or no? See, 23 by 23, 1 mole. 1 mole is nothing but atomic mass, gram atomic mass of an element only. Okay, so similarly, 1 mole is nothing but gram molecular mass of a molecule only. Okay, so this is another basic information that you should keep it in mind. Okay, 1 mole is nothing but an element's atomic mass. So in that mass you have 1 mole of atoms. That is the meaning. 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23. Atoms mass is 1 mole. Okay, fine. And this is what the question that you can relate to this formula. And now question number 2. Question number 2. How many moles are present in? How many moles are present in 392 grams of H2SO4? 392 grams of H2SO4. Okay, so here about a molecule I am asking you. Okay, how many moles are present in these many grams of H2SO4? Okay, then what is the formula you will use? The second formula. See, number of moles of molecules if you want to calculate, mass given divided by gram molecular mass. Since it is a molecule, gram molecular mass will come to, so this formula. You can't use this. This is for atoms, pure elements. Okay, and this is a formula you will use when the molecule is given. Okay, so how do you do the problem here? Number of moles is equal to mass given. What is the mass given? 392 divided by what is the molecular mass of H2SO4? That will not be given in a question. Okay, you should calculate. I have shown you how to calculate molecular mass, no? So what you have to do? You have to add the atomic masses of all the elements. See, hydrogen atomic mass 1 into how many atoms are there? 2 plus sulfur atomic mass 32 plus oxygen atomic mass 16 into 4. So how much do you get? 98 you will get. So 392 divided by 98. So answer is 4. 4 moles are there. That means in this much amount of H2SO4, how many moles are there? 4 moles are there. Yes, say just like 12, 1 dozen, 1 score, like this. In this much mass of H2SO4, how many moles are there? 4 moles are there. 4 moles in the sense 4 into 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules are there. Okay, so in this much grams of sulfuric acid, 4 into 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. See, that many molecules are there. Clear? So this is how we calculate the moles of a certain compounds. Yeah. Okay, we'll go for the next question. See, this problem you have done using this formula, right? Without using a formula also you can do based on a very simple logic, just a cross multiplication. Okay, so just now I told you 1 mole in the sense an element's atomic mass only. 1 mole in the sense a molecule's molecular mass only, right? See here, 1 mole of H2SO4 molecules will weigh around 98 grams. Yes or no? 1 mole, mass of 1 mole is what? Gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass of H2SO4 is 98 grams. Yes. So 98 grams contain 1 mole of molecules. Normally 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. 1 mole of molecules. Okay. So 1 mole of H2SO4 makes 98 grams. So 392 grams contain how many moles? Cross multiplication. 1 mole will weigh around 98 grams. Means 98 grams has 1 mole of molecules. So 392 grams has how many moles? Yes, just a cross multiplication. 392 divided by 98. If you do, you will get the answer. That's what you have done, no? Using a formula. Right? So using a logic also you can solve a problem. If you are feeling difficult to apply, actually this is how you have to do the problems in mole concept. Logically you should go. Okay, since many of the children are getting confused to apply the logic, say you should know the logic. 1 mole means molecules, molecular mass only. 1 mole means atoms, atomic mass only. That logic you should know. So keeping that in mind, any problem on mole concept you can actually solve it. Since many of them are feeling difficult to apply this logic, to simplify, we have given these formulas. That's it. Clear everybody? So it's your wish. If you are comfortable using logic and do the problem, you can do. Otherwise, you can use the formula. Anything. Fine. So we will go for the next question, which is relating to this formula. So the third question is, how many moles are present in 44.8 liters of carbon dioxide at STP? So it is, they have given a volume. Clearly observe a question, they have given a volume and it is relating to a particular gas. Okay, so when volume is given and they are asking about a gas, you have to calculate number of moles. Then what is the formula you will be using? The third formula. That is number of moles of a gas if you want to calculate. So what you have to apply? Volume given divided by 22.4 liters. Okay. So volume given. How much is the volume given? 44.8 liters divided by molar volume 22.4 liters. So how much guys? 1s are 2s are. So 2 moles are there. Okay. So in this much amount of volume, in this particular volume, how many moles of carbon dioxide is there? 2 moles are there. 2 moles in the sense, how many molecules? 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of carbon dioxide is there in these many liters of carbon dioxide. Clear everybody? Okay, so this formula can be applied for gases at STP. Remember this. This can be applied only for the gases at STP. That means standard temperature and pressure. Okay? Fine. And let us go for the fourth question. Fourth question. Question number 4. How many molecules? I'm asking about molecules. How many molecules are present in 53 grams of sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. 53 grams of sodium carbonate. See guys, what I have asked you, molecules I asked you. Okay, so can you be able to use this formula? See, you have a relationship between moles and molecules here in this formula. Number of moles is equal to number of particles divided by Avogadro number you can use. And what I am asking you, number of particles. So what is your formula? What is your formula guys? Number of particles. Number of particles I want to know. That is what particle I want. I want to calculate number of molecules is equal to this into this now. I want this. So you can do this into this. So it will be number of moles into Avogadro number. Just I have changed the formula. This only I changed the formula according to my convenience. Okay. Fine. Now number of moles into Avogadro number. Avogadro number you know it is this number. Okay. But number of moles did they give directly in a question? No. They have given a mass. Say when mass is given you can calculate number of moles. No. Again using a second formula. It's a molecule. Right. So number of moles is what formula? Mass given. Mass mass given, since it is a molecule, divided by gram molecular mass into Avogadro number is 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23. Okay, so what is the mass given? 53. Divided by what is the molecular mass of sodium carbonate? Sodium carbonate molecular mass you should calculate. Atomic mass of sodium is 23 into 2 plus atomic mass of carbon is 12 plus atomic mass of oxygen is 16 into 3. If you do, you will get 106. Okay, so 53 divided by 106 into 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23. Okay, so these many molecules are present in 53 grams of sodium carbonate. Here everyone, this is how you have to do. And if they have asked how many sodium atoms, here only another variation. How many sodium atoms are there in 53 grams? Then how do you do the problem? Till here it is same thing. Here you should multiply with the number of sodium atoms. Actually one molecule has how many sodium atoms? 2, no? So multiply with 2, you will get number of sodium atoms. Okay, and if they are asking number of oxygen atoms present in this 53 grams of sodium carbonate, what you will do? Same thing. Okay, one molecule contains 3 oxygens, no? So these many molecules contain how many oxygens? So these many molecules into 3 you have to do like this. Okay, altogether total number of molecules when they ask you till here, this is your answer. But individually how many sodiums are there and how many oxygens are there, if they ask like that, then atomicity you should multiply. Atomicity means number of that element present in a molecule. Sodium 2, oxygen 3, carbon 1. This is what we call atomicity. You should multiply with the atomicity, so you will get individual number of atoms present in that particular amount of a substance. Yeah. So these are some variations that you can observe in a mole concept. Okay, fine. So with this I complete the mole concept. And how did this number come from? Okay, you have a video on this, and I'll talk something about the atomic mass and gram atomic mass. You found the digit same, units different, right? How come the digit remained same? All this I can explain it in a next video. Thank you so much.